I want to talk to you about Totango. And is this email marketing software really worth it this year or what? Let's talk about that. I want to talk about Totango. So here's the presentation I want you to pay attention to. So when you think about Totango, I want you to think about a tool that enables you to reduce churn, grow revenue, drive adoption, and scale your customer success. Okay. So think about Totango as the customer success solution designed to really help your team achieve their goals. And I'm talking about your sales teams, your marketing teams, your customer service teams, and so on and so forth. And we love the fact that you have a customer data platform that actively monitors all customer health signals, all customers interactions, if you will, and helps you proactively engage at scale, resulting really, when you think about it, in customer service success, if you will, increased productivity, revenue generation, and a lower churn rate. I mean, the churn rate is kind of important when you analyze Totango. I mean, since they came out, they really focused on that. Okay, so think about Totango as an all-in-one process, as an all-in-one platform, as an all-in-one set of capabilities. It is actually a customer success platform that empowers businesses to prevent churn. Okay, and you want to drive revenue growth. You want to enhance team productivity. And we love the fact that they are constantly thinking about customer success. So when we think about Totango, we think about the fact that you have flexibility and scalability. That's really important. So Totango, you can use it whether you are a one-person business or you are a 1,000-person business. In other words, whether you are a small business, a micro business, or a large enterprise. And this is kind of cool. And so you have a 360% customer view. So that 360 customer view is really cool. You are able to construct and solidify a collaborative portfolio management process within Totango. That's an important element to highlight. You have engagement automation. You have extensive integrations. So engagement automation is kind of cool because at the end of the day, Totango is trying to really help you automate everything. I mean, from customer success to a customer engagement to customer interaction. So everything is ideally, and that's the ideal part, should be ideally automated. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. I want to talk to you about the assessment that we actually like to have when we think about Totango. So when you think about Totango, what are the pros and cons that you need to really have a clear idea about? First of all, it's important to understand that I want to go with the pros. So many users highlight Totango's effectiveness in helping them stay organized, automate tasks, and proactively manage customer health scores. So going back to what I said, it's all about automation, right? It's all about productivity. It's all about scalability. It's all about efficiency. So that's kind of cool. And also the platform itself is easy to use, easy to learn, very user friendly, and it makes it accessible for users with diverse levels of expertise. So it doesn't matter if you have a PhD in programming or you have never gone to a high school, you still love Totango anyway because the tool is pretty intuitive. And you are able to create and use customizable success plays, and you can tailor your approach to different clients and scenarios. So we're talking here about customization in terms of geography, in terms of demographics, in terms of chronology also. And so you also have Totango is great also when it comes to consolidating customer data from various sources. So you are able to have a 360-degree view of customers, and so you are able to using that, you can use benchmarking, you can use reporting, you can use analytics, but overall, collectively, all those things allow you to identify trends and patterns so that you can have more effective marketing and sales efforts. So that's really cool. And we also love the fact that with Totango, you have features like scheduled tasks and touchpoints automation that contribute to a workflow efficiency, saving you time and ensuring follow-ups on commitments. So that's really cool. So that was a non-exhaustive list of all the advantages. I want to talk to you now about the disadvantages, the cons. Okay. Now there have been cases where we have seen inconsistency between data from the mobile app and the web version, creating really, when you think about it, uncertainty about data accuracy. And the user interface may pose a learning curve for new businesses and certain features might be challenging to understand initially. So this is another area to think about. And users actually have expressed concerns about integration issues, particularly with Salesforce impacting the seamless flow of information. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Totango, and is this email marketing tool worth it or what? Let me talk to you about the features I want you to really pay attention to. So when you think about Totango, I want you to think about a few features. You have win-loss analysis, you have usage tracking and analytics, you have survey poll management, you have sentiment analysis, you have reporting and analytics. So you have a constellation of things to really think about. And we also love the fact that within Totango, you have a negative feedback management. Negative feedback management is really great in terms of helping you reduce churn, as I said a little earlier, right? If your goal is to actually increase revenue, actually solidifying customer retention, and really really decreasing churn over time, having negative feedback management is really important. You also have within Totango, you have a multi-channel communication. That's really cool in order to help you have an omni-channel strategy overall. You have a knowledge-based management. You have a health score. You have feedback management. You have a dashboard. That's another area we love a lot. And you also we have a customer segmentation. Customer segmentation is kind of cool, and it works hand in hand with customer engagement. So you are able to actually communicate with your customer base based on chronology. In other words, timing based on demographics. In other words, the demographics of the target audience, but also based on geography. We're speaking here about the locale. I mean, the local customers and usages. You also have communication management within Totango. This is kind of cool in terms of helping you structure and solidify your email marketing campaigns. Speaking of campaigns, you have campaign management. This is another area we love a lot within Totango. That's really good. You have alerts and notifications, and you also have account alerts. So when you think about Totango, don't just think about a marketing automation platform. I want you to think about an automation platform that really can help you provide bespoke content for specific audiences, and that's going to help you again in the end retain your clients a lot more, having a higher retention rate and having a low churn rate. I want to talk to you about additional features that you can really think about within Totango. So you have complaint monitoring. So this is kind of a good. It's kind of similar to complaint management. And now the thing is, the monitoring aspect of things can help you actually identify, I would say, sources of conflicts or sources of discontent very early on in the process, and not really wait until the end and really feel surprised about what's really happening to your organization or to your business or to your products or to your services. You have conversion tracking, which is another tool within Totango that really helps you see everything from CRO, conversion rate optimization, all the way to sales funnel optimization. You also have a customer journey mapping within Totango, so you have the ability to solidify and clarify that aspect of things. And this is really cool. And this is actually great information when you think about it. What you get through the customer journey mapping, especially the main thing that you want to talk about is your ability to elucidate all the trends you see in the customer journey in the customer journey for your specific business. You also have customer management. That's another area where Totango really helps you in terms of client management, but also in terms of email marketing. You have a data visualization, another important element here. You have drip campaigns. So when we talk about drip campaigns, we are speaking about email sequences. So we are really focusing on the sequential aspect of things. And this is another area where Totango really helps you a lot. Totango helps you also in terms of lead management. So lead management in terms of lead qualification, lead management, lead compliance, also to make sure that you are actually in compliance with all the various laws in the geographies where your business operates, including GDPR in the EU area. You also have a feature within Totango, which revolves around onboarding. So this also helps you in terms of onboarding new clients, new new prospects, people who are having their information in the opt-in and opt-out forms. You have a predictive analytics. You have product data management, revenue management, template management. So you have a whole constellation of tools and capabilities that are going to help you actually increase your productivity and your revenue over time. Boss, I want to quickly remind you, today's topic, we are having a conversation about Totango, and the question is this tool really worth it or what? I want to talk to you about pricing. You can see that Totango is not really cheap, right? You can see that basically you are looking at $3,000 as a starter for enterprise. I mean, $3,000 we're speaking about per year. This is an annual price. And and for enterprise, you see the amount there. We're speaking about $18,000. And so this really equates to $1,500 per month. For $3,000 on the starter plan, you have that's about what, $500? No, 500. No, it's 250. So 250, about, give or take $250 per month. So basically, you can see that tracking your customer service journey, your customer optimization journey is pretty expensive until you have the budget to really the budget to allocate to that specific aspect of things. Now, if you're interested in having a custom quote, you can talk to Tango, and they'll really help you. They will help you get into the premier sort of category with all the price that comes with it. Okay, but long story short, Totango is not cheap. That's why it's always a great idea to actually start a free trial. First of all, you want to talk to customer service first, so that you can actually ask all questions and also divulge a lot about your business operations, so they have a clear idea how to really position you, how to categorize you in the customer base. And then what you want to do is you want to start the free trial, and so you can avail yourself of all the capabilities that the Totango team can actually bring to your business, so you have a clear idea what to expect really. So basically, the starter package has 2 users. We are speaking about practitioner seats, and we are talking about 500 customer accounts. And for the enterprise plan, you have 10 users, so we 10 practitioner seats, and we are speaking about 2,000 customer accounts. That's kind of important, okay? So the free version, there's a free version. You have a software trial of 1 to 7 days. In some cases, they can go to 14 days. But hey, listen, when we talk about customer success, we are talking about alert, notification, communication management, engagement, customer engagement, lifecycle management, health score, task management. It is what it is. I want to talk to you about the specs you can expect when you have Totango. Okay, when we talk about Totango, of course, it's important to understand that Totango is constantly sort of improving its database. It's constantly improving its offer, and it's one of those things where you have to see what works for you and what doesn't work for your business in terms of customer success. So when you think about Totango, the deployment type right now is cloud-based. So you have a SaaS model, so a software as a service. It's a cloud-based. It's not an in-house sort of deployment. They're not going to come to Totango is not going to send a team of developers or experts to download Totango on your local computers. No, everything is happening in the cloud. And the supported platforms here include web-based platforms. You have iPhone and iPad platforms, and you also have Android platforms. So that's really cool. So you have the ability to actually scale real fast, because when we talk about having a tool that's cloud hosted, you can really scale fast. Whether you have 1,000 contacts or 10,000 contacts, you actually are still out. You are just unlocking new features in the product. Nothing else. You don't have to configure. You don't have to download, or you don't have to download anything at all. And there is no technical support via phone. That's kind of crazy though, because if you're paying $3,000 per year, or you're paying $18,000 per year minimum, you would expect Totango to actually avail themselves of of a phone for you, right? That no, right now, if you have problems, if you have questions, whatever, you can only contact Totango through a live chat or email. So this is a bummer. This is a disappointment in our view. Okay. And what about training resources? Well, you have a series of training resources available, but everything again revolves around DIY, do it yourself. So you have documentation, blogs, help guides, you have videos, and you have webinars. Now, mind you, the webinars are well constructed, though they're well structured. So you will be able to learn a lot through those training resources. So, what is our verdict here? When we think about Totango, what kind of verdict do we have? Well, it really depends. When we think that Totango is great for startups, for instance, for freelancers, for small businesses, for medium businesses, for large enterprise, for nonprofit organizations, for personal, everything. Totango is great for everything. If you are interested in measuring customer success, if you're interested in having a clear idea about what really works and what doesn't work, if you have an interest in generating revenue more systematically, and if you have the resources to actually power up that interest, then go with Totango. I mean, Totango. The only thing about Totango is the price. I mean, Totango is great. I mean, this is a legit business. This is a great platform. This is the ROI is really fantastic, but you gotta have an existing contact base, an existing client base to be able to afford whatever Totango is offering you, and that's really important to keep in mind. And so we love the fact that Totango is constantly looking at all kinds of activities around customer success. We love that. So that's why I was just telling a little earlier that you want to contact Totango first so that you have a clear idea, what they're offering, and they have a clear idea what you need. Okay. Now the deployment with Totango is really diverse. I mean, you have the cloud. I said this before. You have mobile also. I didn't mention mobile. So you have mobile Android, you have mobile iPhone, you have mobile iPad. So you are able to have all kinds of deployments, over time. And you have desktop Mac, desktop Windows, Linux, and you also have Chromebook. And you also have on-premise Windows and Linux in some very rare cases. I think I said a little earlier that they do cloud deployment, but there are some very rare cases if you are willing to pay the price. Because I mean, it's not really if you are a serious client and you are willing to pay the price. Totango doesn't have a problem actually dispatching a team of professionals to your premises and to be able to really set up things for you. Okay, they have the capabilities, but you are going to have to pay for most of it. So, long story short, when you think about Totango, I want you to think about automation. I want you to think about email marketing. I want you to think about the scalability. But most importantly, everything revolves around customer success. If you are really serious about, if you're really adamant about improving your customer success strategy, you might want to give a tool. I mean, you might want to give a chance to a tool such as Totango, because at the end of the day, everything again, everything revolving around customer success has a direct impact to your revenue, right? For instance, if you are reducing churn, you are increasing revenue. If you're driving adoption, you are increasing revenue. If you're scaling your customer success, you are increasing revenue directly or indirectly. So this is kind of important to keep in mind. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I spoke to you about Totango, and let me do a quick recap of the presentation structure. So I'll give you the presentation, the assessment, the features, the pricing, the specs, and our verdict. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.